we have the My Campus portal. We use Banner, which is a product of Ellucian, a database platform that provides solutions for higher education. That's the backend database. Of course, we use a Microsoft Active Directory domain for our UVI campus, and uvi.edu is a public domain for our email and websites, right? That's registered and that kind of thing. But Blackboard is what's known as a learning management system. Okay. And for many, many years, we have been Blackboard users, and we have worked within their framework. And the university has just approved a whole new learning management system called D2L. Has anyone ever heard of Brightspace D2L? Hello?
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. It's actually one of the industry leading solutions, and there are many major universities that use this platform for providing the course content and activities with students in an online environment, right? And you are talking to someone who is involved in the early stages of the process. I'll be one of the early adopters to work with the implementation team. And in January, I hope to frame the course content and provide for the activities and materials in this new environment. So in case you've been wondering why I've been so busy on the sidelines, now you know. Now you know. And I'm going to be asking students in spring of 2024 to share their opinions so we can work quick adjustments as we implement this new resource. I'm very excited. There's a lot of things about this resource that are so much easier to work with when it comes to mobile technology. So if you work with tablets and smartphones, I think you're really going to be pleased with how this works, okay? So that's just one thing I thought I would share with you. Now, I do have a matter that we need to discuss, and I want to present an opportunity for you to decide. I'm also going to send an email to the rest of the students who are not present at this time in session. You do know that in the first module, you engaged the retake, yeah? Everybody remembers that?
Yes.
Yes, and I'm not sure if I had zeroed out the lower of the two scores. So essentially what happens is that after you reconcile errors, you get a chance to take the module assessment again. And it's supposed to be a little different than, depending on how students did. Now, if students took a bath when it came to many of the questions and items after the reconciliation, there may not be very many changes to the module assessment items for the retake. And then again, if students did really well, then what we do is we get in some additional material and finer points. And what we want to do is see how well the concepts are being retained, whether or not you don't just know a thing, but you know what it means and you know how to use it. The challenge comes in with the retakes. So we can, in module 2, I've posted the retake. And in module 3, because I don't want to go too much further before the trail gets cold. The $64,000 question that I have for you today, and I'd basically like your response to an email. So I'm going to send this email to everyone in our course. And then as they watch this segment in the recording later in YouTube, right, they'll hear the same thing. But what I want to know is whether or not you would like a midterm exam at this point, because there's actually 5 or 6 modules. There's only 4 that's posted here. You see that data pattern recognition, that's actually very large. And then there's another module that has to do with simulations, right? Predictive analysis and simulations. So, and that isn't on the list here yet, but that's there's more content that's built out for module 4 through 5 or 4 through 6, depending on the timeline we have left. What I would like to know is whether you would like to log a midterm exam as soon as you finish the retakes. And, you know, our cumulative assessments, our cumulative exams, are the module assessments are intended for your purposes. So you get to understand, you know, we aren't teaching everything in the chapters in the textbook. We aren't teaching all of the facts. We're focusing on the essentials. We want you to know fewer things, but know them really well. And that's the intent. With mastery learning, we want you to know fewer things, but know them very well. And that's, you know, we want you to be able to work with them and master them to the extent that you can apply them in different contexts and so on, right? So after you finish this course, if there's a database challenge, we want you to be able to create a quick database based on the databases and practice that you've had building databases in this course, right? So that's just one example, right? That's just one example. The thing is, we do have to have at least one cumulative exam. And that's for me, that's for the instructor. And that's so that I can see, okay, after all is said and done in the modules, and after you've had a chance to master some concepts, and you've been able to repeat your methods and refine them and resubmit your solutions and so on, the cumulative assessment is designed to inform me about how well you're retaining the information. So module assessments are for the student. The cumulative exam is for the instructor. Okay? And the cumulative exams are substantial. There are many items. All of the concepts for modules 1, 2, and 3 would be combined. And essentially, there's enough of them in a certain time constraint where it's not really open book. Now, I don't use Respondus, web browser security tools to try to prevent people. I don't do manual sit downs where people have to show up in person with a paper test. I don't work it that way. But when you take a cumulative exam in the course, by the time you're taking that cumulative exam, whether it's a midterm or a final exam, you either know it or you don't at that point, right? That's it. And what I want to know is whether or not you want a midterm that's worth 10 points of your final average, and then a final exam that's worth 20 points at the end of the semester. And the final exam would also include material from modules 1 through 3. Or if you have, all right, so the first choice is, do you want a midterm exam right now for 10 points, and it's on the content of modules 1 through 3? Or do you want to simply complete the retake while the trail is fresh, right? Module 2 and module 3. And we keep going with the following modules, 4, 5, and 6, right? And you have one cumulative exam, a single final exam at the end of the course in December during finals week, and it's worth 25 points. Okay. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? Now, here's an added benefit of having a single final exam. In the later modules, that leaves 5 points for more hands-on. Okay. So if you take a midterm now, you get some practice and you log 10 points towards your final average. And you get more exposure again to the first 3 modules, the content and methods that we've reviewed in the first 3 modules, right? So later in December, you've had some practice. Yeah. But if we take up a midterm right now, what happens is that, well, we get to the end of our 100-point grade scale. And in order to leave room for a 20-point final exam, we'll have an assignment or 2 in each module, a solution in each module, and the 5-point assessment, right? If you decide as a class that you'd prefer to have a single final exam in December for 25 points, it means that I can add an extra solution to one of the learning modules, and you could decide as a class, you could say, oh my gosh, I love that database stuff because I'm really getting good at the databases. And now that we're learning how to do the deeper data analysis, that's like data mining. And I want more practice with data mining. So I would like an extra solution in one of the later modules that takes data mining a step further, right? Now, based on what I've presented, the information I've shared here, does anyone have, now of course the email I send out to everyone, it's going to be a shorter version and a recap of what we've just shared. Does everyone understand the difference between the 2 choices? How if you decide as a class to have a single cumulative final exam in the first week of December, that leaves more room for hands-on. And if you decide you want a midterm now, that gives you more practice on cumulative finals, especially in the early material, with the early material. Does everybody understand that, those 2 sides of the coin, so to speak?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Very well then. Here's what I would suggest. I am going to start posting the scores for credit in the assignments and solutions in our modules right now. And I'd like you to take the time remaining in the course today, in the class today. I'd like you to take the time remaining in the class today to post a reconciliation if you haven't reconciled yet, and then engage the retake. The module 2 retake is due by 3 p.m. Thursday, the start of class Thursday. We will host a regular class session on Thursday at 3 p.m. and begin the review of module 4 content. Okay, so Thursday, 3 p.m., we kick off the next module. And what we want you to do, though, is have at least the second module retake finished. The module 3 retake has to be completed no later than Saturday, this Saturday. And when I say due Saturday, I mean due by 11:59 p.m. on Saturday, okay? So no particular time on Saturday, but before Saturday is done, 11:59 p.m. this Saturday. I want you to finish your final attempt of the module 3 assessment. And please don't attempt the module 3 assessment again unless you have submitted a reconciliation of the mistakes in your first attempt. We still have a number of students that have not reconciled, either for module 3 or for module 2 assessments, right? Even though they didn't do so well, they haven't reconciled. So this is one thing I am making a final appeal to everyone. This is your last opportunity to add points to the scoreboard, and it's your grade. And these are quick, effective, easy things to do to log extra credit, right? And I'm just kind of scratching my head here wondering, okay, why aren't more students doing this? So I'm going to change the requirement for the module 2 retake and the module 3 retake so that a reconciliation has to be submitted, right? That's going to be one condition of the retake for modules 2 and 3. Again, because there are too many students who have not simply reviewed their mistakes, right? Does anyone have any questions or concerns or comments at this point about our approach to this? If you think it's unfair or you don't want to, you think that's too strict, or, I mean, now's the time. So I'd just like to ask if you think that's reasonable. Maybe that's too loaded a question. Should I ask you to respond anonymously in the chat? Or whether or not I'm a Nazi for holding the line on the reconciliations? Or is it reasonable? Is that okay? Would the three of you be willing to respond anonymously in chat to that question?
Sure.
Okay. And when I close the session to allow you to finish reconciliations and or retake the module 2 and 3 assessments, right, to get ready and prep for those, can each of the three of you respond immediately to the email I send asking, not reply all, just reply. I want your response individually. I want you to reply back. You'd like just one cumulative exam at the end of the year for 25% of the grade. Or I'd like you to say you prefer to have the midterm with content from the first 3 modules, and you'd want to have you know, the 10-point midterm and the 20-point final in December, and because you'd like more opportunity when it comes to cumulative exams, because they're a greater challenge. You're under the gun, there's less time, you're not doing hands-on stuff at your leisure, maybe you're not a good test taker, so you want it all depends. If you're not a good test taker and you'd like to run screaming from the room every time there's a big final exam and that's your preference, then now you have an opportunity, okay? But usually people practice, when they practice, they get better at things, right? So I know I know this is not the typical approach. I'm asking for you to be willing participants and to help us decide together as a class. And all right, so I'm going to stop sharing the screen and stop recording, and then I'll post this question in chat if you haven't answered already. It'll be a simple question that reads, you know, is requiring reconciliation for a final attempt being too much of a Nazi, or is it a reasonable thing to request, right? And then I'll go ahead and, unless you have other questions or concerns, I was going to close out our class, leave the retakes to you, and you'll start seeing credit being posted for your previous assignment and solution submissions, okay?